All right. Good morning, folks. My name is Gail Wolf, and this is Morning Medicine. And I'm going to talk a little bit about medicine today. Ever thought about why I call this morning medicine? It's because our medicine, everything we need, all of our medicine is inside. Everything we need to be healthy, everything we need to be balanced, everything we need to really know is inside of us. It's in our DNA. It's in the cells of our body. It's in our thoughts. It's in our energies. Hey, good morning, Kelly. And that's why I call this morning medicine. This is all about helping people connect with themselves. That's why I jump on here every morning, or not every morning, but 3 times a week now. I was every morning before, but now it's 3 times a week. But it's about helping people to connect with themselves, helping people to connect with their bodies, helping us all to connect with our own thoughts, with our own energies, um, with our own inclinings, with our own purpose in this world, and what it is that really is driving us in our lives. Because one of the big things that's happening right now during this time is that we are all finding out really what drives us. That's one of the big invitations that's happening right now is we're finding out what is it that motivates our actions in life? What is it that moves us forward? What is it that gives us purpose in this world? And that's really what we have right now as an opportunity to discover is what are these things? Hey, good morning, Sherry. Um, so one of the big things I want to start with on this is that number one is we are in the middle of an awakening process. We are all awakening. And when an awakening happens, it's something that's very gradual. It starts off very slow. It is, well, hello from Illinois, Sherry. She's saying hello from Minnesota. What's going on up there? Hey, good morning, Randy. Hey, Jeremy, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, man. Um, we're in the middle of an awakening process, and there's a lot of us who have been going through this on an individual level for a number of years. And if you're in this category, you know that there are waves that go up where we're feeling great. And there are other days where we're feeling absolutely awful and life sucks. And it's hard to know how you might feel getting out of bed the next day because it's hard to know where we're going to be at or what was activated in the dream time when we were sleeping. Because that's one of the areas where we get a lot of healing is when we sleep, is we go to these other dimensions, we go to these other realms, our spirit guides talk to us, they inform us, we go through healing in our sleep, and different things become activated in our bodies. Then when we wake up, we don't necessarily know who's going to be getting out of bed. And so sometimes it makes it challenging to make plans, especially when you're really in the deep end of things at the beginning of an awakening. So let's look at this from a larger perspective. So if you know what that is like on an individual basis to be going through, and really what I'm describing right now is the clearing and cleansing process of an awakening. There are three primary stages to every awakening. Number one is there's a clearing out process where all the old vibrations and all the things that do not serve us start to become stripped away. They just start to be removed. If you're an empathic person, you're somebody that comes more inside. You start to come in here instead of feeling everybody else's stuff all the time. Um, the other thing is a lot of times you give up drugs, alcohol, clean up the diet, start drinking more water, start exercising, start making changes when you're going through the clearing and cleansing process. The next the next area that I label is centering. Is after we've cleared and cleansed ourselves out, a person goes through the process of centering, and that's where we start to get clear on what our own thoughts really are, on what our own drives in life really are. We start to come closer to home, which is inside of us. We become more central. We get clear on what's really in our hearts, what really drives us in life. Is it family? Is it friends? Is it love? Is it are there other things? Is it money? Is it nature? Is it a cause? Is it spiritual? What is it? This is part of the centering process. And then what's interesting is there's a third element to the awakening process, and that is where you actually do start to your light starts to come on, and you actually do start to light up. And the the interesting thing between the second and third parts of going through an awakening is that as you connect inside and begin get clearer on what thoughts are and what is going on inside, you start to find that you have something to love, because everyone talks about loving yourself. People all I mean you go on Facebook or anywhere, people are always saying, well, just love yourself, you just need to love yourself. And for years, that never resonated with me. Like, well, how? I feel like shit all the time. Like, I don't like how I feel. How do I love this? What's interesting is as a person clears and cleanses themselves out and starts getting healthier and healthier, your thoughts change, your desires in life change. You start to align with yourself. You start to feel yourself, and as you start to feel yourself, you have something to love. So what's interesting is that the second the centering automatically leads to self-love, because once a person feels themselves clearly and really aligns with the thoughts that have been going on in their minds and what's happening in our hearts, love starts to develop. We start to love ourselves. We start to awaken to what is really happening inside of ourselves. And when we start to look inside and get clear on who and what we are, and we start to realize that everything we've ever done in life is actually a reflection of self-love, because we've always honestly, everyone out there in this world is doing the best they can. All of us. Anything and everything we've ever done in our lifetimes was because we either didn't know something, or trying to learn something, or trying to figure something out about ourselves, or we are trying to have an experience that was better than what we've had before. If you look at life itself and the very nature of it and how people flow through it, life itself is an act of self love when viewed through that lens. And that's the truth that begins to illuminate itself within us as we start to connect with ourselves as we go through an awakening process. So, the third and final step in all of this is self love. And what's interesting is when we go inside and start to love ourselves and really, really, really start to connect with that and really start to own it and live in that place, we begin to realize that that which is inside of each one of us is inside of everybody else as well. And when you connect with that knowing, it's hard to look at anybody else in a light that is less than love. You start to see everyone as being sinless. You start to see people as just people who are doing the best they can in life, who are no different than ourselves and what we've been trying to go through and experience in our own lives. You see that everybody else is on the same path and just going through it in different stages, different paces, and having different experiences than us. But in truth, it's the same thing being played out 8 billion different ways. And so that's the awakening process in a nutshell. Those are the basic stages. And we as a collective, humanity is in the process of this. We are in right now with this quarantine, with the coronavirus, all of this. This is the clearing and cleansing process. This is where anything and everything that has not been in service to the masses, that which has not been serving everyone, that which is selfish, that which is greedy, that which is not benevolent, that which is draconian or whatever else designed to hold someone down while somebody else can rise. Anything that's predicated with on those principles, not going to work out at all. Those are the things that are falling away. These are the things that are giving birth to the new world. These are the things that are giving birth to the new earth, to the earth where people are connected to themselves, where we are all with ourselves, within ourselves, connected to ourselves, loving ourselves. And when we love ourselves, we're able to love everybody else in equal and greater measure. That's where we're all headed. And one of the big things in all of this is that the process is slow, it takes time, and there are ways, though, that it can be sped up. There are ways that this can happen faster. Ah, buenos dias, mi amiga Mary. ¿Cómo está? What's happening? Hey there, Emily. Good to see you on YouTube. Thanks for jumping on. Awesome. Good to see some good peeps here. Hey, Jessica. Helen, how are you over there in Vancouver? Um, hey, Brian, how are you, buddy? Um, so we can actually move through this a lot faster if we focus, if we can embrace what's going on inside and get close to our truth. So in other words, the more that we focus on the world that we want to create, the more that we raise our own vibrations, the more that we clear ourselves, the more that we come central, the quicker we find out who and what we are inside and what we're here to do and what we're here to share. So in other words, some of us, like especially during this time, in this time of great polarization where it seems like everybody is at each other's throats, everyone's at each other's throats, we're all rubbing up on each other. It's like an elbow from your buddy going, "Hey man, just wake up. Wake up. Are you awake yet? Wake up." It's like it's a little shake up. It's a little nudge. So when someone is like arguing with us on Facebook or saying, "Hey, I don't agree with you," or whatever, that's cool. What does that do? Has anybody ever really gotten into some sort of a dispute on Facebook and had your mind changed? Probably not. Honestly, have you ever made a post and somebody jumps on there and says, "Hey, you blah blah blah." I don't know if I've ever read a post where someone goes, "Gosh, I think you're right about that. That whole article I just read and everything that I believe, you've just changed my mind." We can have little steps where like maybe we get a little shift in perspective, but these little ribs are driving us closer to our own truth. And right now it looks like we're at odds, but we're all arguing for the same thing, and that is peace. We're all looking for peace and safety inside, and we're just going about it in different ways. We have different beliefs about what's going to make us safe. We have different beliefs about what's going to make us happy because we're all on different paths. And so our awakenings happen in different ways. When we rib on each other, it's a wake up, it's a shake up to say, "Hey man, wake up a little bit. Like what's going on in there? What's your truth?" And for some of us during this time, our truth is to speak loudly. For some of us, it's to jump out in front and start bringing shit up and start talking about it. I know for me, as soon as this coronavirus thing hit and I saw the quarantining thing happening, I can't shut up now. This is my purpose, sitting here right now, saying these things and talking this out. I'm living my purpose by doing this. And it's scary as shit to sit here and say this stuff in front of people that I don't know. I can't see who's watching this, and I don't know who's going to watch this in the future. This is a vulnerable place to be. But I also know it's the only place I can be because I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm aligned up with it. It energizes me, it rejuvenates me, it brings my life into focus. And I know I'm on track because I'm here doing this. But everybody's got their voice. Everybody out there that's in this world right now going through this has something that they're here to do. This time right now, as we weather the storm and go through this, is the time to discover what that is. We've got the time and space in our lives right now to kick back, go inside, and actually look in and go, what am I doing here? Who the heck am I? Like, what drives me in the world? What is my voice? And I'm not saying that everybody needs to have a voice to be out front saying things. So for some of us, our purpose is to raise a hell of a good garden. For some of us, it's to be a great mom or to be a great dad or to be whatever it is that lights you up. That's it. Whatever lights us up, that's our journey. That's who we are. That's why this process, as we discover who we are inside and we wake up to who we are and what we came here to share, it's why we inevitably fall in love with ourselves, is because we start honoring the things we've always wanted to do and we step out and we start doing. We fall in love with ourselves. We fall in love with the things that we do. And all of this is inside of us. It's all inside. We're not going to get it from a needle. We're not going to get it from a virtual reality that's created by looking through things. And I'm not slamming these things. I'm just saying that that's not where the greatest joy is going to come from. And the other thing with this, folks, is it runs it, and I'm going to talk about this in an upcoming morning medicine here at some point. But I'm going to talk about vibrational medicine because that's what's going to emerge. Right now we're still in the dark days of medicine and medical care. The way things are handled right now as far as medical care goes, the United States is close to the bottom as far as developed nations. As far as being healthy, we are close to the bottom. Look it up. We're pathetic. It's terrible. It's terrible. And so what we need is inside of us. It's in the cells of our body. It's in our DNA. A part of this awakening process, and one of the reasons why it's uncomfortable, is because there's so many shifts and changes that are happening inside. Our DNA has been spinning slower and it's starting to spin faster with this awakening. As it spins faster, it's like moving out all that stuck energy. And so a lot of us are having energy moved into areas of our bodies that are used to being are used to being slower and used to being more plugged up. And so it creates a lot of pressure inside where you're kind of just like, "Ugh," you know. Actually, I don't watch Joe Dispenza. I'm not a I'm a fan of his, but I don't watch Joe Dispenza. This is everything I'm talking about is everything I've downloaded. I don't follow people. I don't. I tune in on that channel. So, but Joe Dispenza, if you want another perspective on this, he's a great one. I have seen a video or two of his just to kind of tune into him, and I think Joe's great. So tune into Joe Dispenza. He's awesome. In fact, ran into somebody else last night on YouTube. I had someone send me a video of. She calls herself Oracle Girl. She's another one that's got a pretty solid message. Um, but I digress. Where I want to go with this is that our medicine is inside of us. What we need is in here. We have the capability, if we focus our minds and connect with our hearts and our line and align our actions with what we believe, we activate something inside of us that we will not get sick. We don't need a needle in order to be safe or to keep ourselves healthy. In fact, it's better off if we don't. Now, I've been towing the line pretty graciously on this all along, but I'm just going to say it overtly this time. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that. But if you're someone who does need that to feel safe, go do it. Do whatever you need to do to honor yourself during this time to feel safe and do whatever you need to do. But also know that if you can weather the storm right now and turn off the fear factory online, go inside and connect with what's inside, do meditations, exercise, get your diet up, you will not get sick from this. You will not. Of all the studies that are going on out there and all the information that's coming out, there's one consistency that's been presented, And it is that if you're healthy and you are grounded and balanced inside, the coronavirus doesn't have much of an effect on you. It doesn't. And the more we can align our energies and our frequencies with our own truth, the faster that we get through this entire awakening process as a collective. So, aligning with what you love to do, aligning with what really motivates you, aligning with what's in the truth that's inside will help all of us to move through this awakening process much faster with greater efficiency, far more grace, far more connection with each other. And I don't know what it is, and this is just in a deep intuitive sense. If you get the needle in the arm, it's going to be harder to stay in your body. There's something about what is going on behind the scenes right now that just doesn't feel good. I don't know what it is. I don't need to know what it is. I don't need to know. But what I can say, it's going to be harder to stay in your body if you get the needle in the arm. Just putting it out there. But if you need it, go get it. But just know we only get one body in this lifetime. That's all we get. There are certain things that can't be undone. And as soon as you jump in that line and decide to say yes, and it happens, it can't be undone. You can't go backwards and have it sucked back out. Doesn't happen, doesn't work that way. It's a done deal. Get clear on what you want to do, on what you want to subject yourself to. Get clear because it's going to make a hell of a difference at some point. Um, uh-huh. So anyway, I got a little internet interruption there for some reason. Maybe they're watching. Anyway, so all this information that I'm talking about, everything that's coming out here is stuff that I've channeled. This is stuff that I've brought through. This is stuff that I know that I live. Every Wednesday night, I bring out more information on this stuff. Every Wednesday, there's been fresh information that's coming forward about all these topics that I'm talking about. So Wednesdays at it's 8 o'clock, 7 p.m. 8 o'clock p.m. on Wednesdays. I do a live channeling for everyone or for anyone that wants to join. And it's a $5 cover, the optional $5 donation. Not much money for what you get. And I do a live question and answer at the end of it where I talk about all this stuff. So you can come, bring your personal questions, bring whatever's on your mind, bring whatever's on your heart, whatever it is that you might be curious about. Come there, listen to the channeling, listen to what comes through. It's really interesting. And then ask a question. I'll bring forward an answer for you. It's been pretty cool. There's a link there in the post on Facebook if you want to click on that to jump in the one that's going to happen here in 2 days. Also, been running a group called The Channel. It's a group for people who are intuitive, people that want to practice their intuition and explore that realm a little bit. It's a safe place to tune in. It's a safe place to practice sensing and seeing things that are otherwise not perceivable to the other five senses. And what else is there I'm going to talk about? Oh, yeah, if you're looking for a one on one session or something of that nature, I'm happy to help out and dive in and do one on one sessions for people. There's a link in Facebook for that as well. And as always, I deeply appreciate donations. I don't get paid to get on here and do this. I do this for the benefit of everyone else. And so if you feel called and you're getting something out of these, I'd love a little donation from you. It sure helps. So moving into more of the personal medicine space, there's what I'm going to go into now is how to access the connection with the cells of our bodies in order for us to start to harness and start to embrace the medicine within. And that is by awakening the cells of our bodies. It's by awakening what's inside. It's by getting our DNA to operate on a higher frequency. And so, one of the ways to do that is to connect with our bodies, connect with what's inside, and allow it to start to speak its own language to us. And we start living from that place. And so, one great way to start doing that, one great way to activate that process is start connecting within. And so one of the ways of that is to meditate or do some sort of a somatic practice or do like EFT tapping or anything that helps you to access more of what's inside will help to activate this process. In fact, just sitting here and listening to this information helps to activate this process. The way the energy is in this world right now and the way everything is moving and melding together and the way everything is awakening and coming to life, just by hearing me say this and talk about these things is activating it. Anyone that's out front and talking this way, it's helping to activate the new earth. It's helping to bring it into fruition. And we can all do this in our own private worlds and in our own private lives. We have the capacity to jump in there in our own private circles and be people's light, whatever that looks like. It doesn't have to be on a stage. Sometimes it can be in your garden, sometimes it can be in the break room at work, but just being your own light and sharing it. Um, so, what it'll do to help connect with some of that is a little bit of somatic work. So the way this works is find yourself a comfortable position, either be seated or laying down, and close the eyes. We're gonna get present and get connected. All right. So close your eyes, drop in, let your awareness come more central. Let any thoughts you have about where you're going or what you're doing the rest of the day just fall away. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. There's just right here. There's just right now. Bring your awareness into your breath. Bring your awareness into the rise and the fall of your chest. Bring your awareness inside. Give yourself the gift of the here and the now. And begin to bring your awareness more central on your breath. Begin to feel the inhalation and the exhalation of the breath as it enters and leaves your body. And connect. Connect within. We're going to deepen in this connection by taking 5 breaths. We're going to do this in a specific way. Be breathing in the mouth. And as we breathe in the mouth, we're going to fill the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, our bases, or our torsos, our bases, our thighs, all the way out to our toes. And then we'll exhale all the way up and all the way back out. And so what we're doing, folks, is as we do this exercise and breathe in a little bit more than you're even comfortable with, and it helps to expand your awareness, helps to expand your energy. And then on the exhale, you exhale and you compress your energy out when you squeeze it out, and you deepen in your own inner awareness when we do this. So that's the whole idea of this breath is expansion and contraction. Helps to ground the body, helps us to get very clear, very aware of what's happening inside. So oftentimes we get in touch with things that are not necessarily comfortable either, but that's just a natural part of the process. Trust me, if you trust nothing else and is going on inside your body, or no, it fades away. The more you connect inside, at first it's less comfortable, but eventually that discomfort gives way to pleasure. I'll use that word because you get to the point where it just feels good to be in your own body. Facebook is messing with me. For some reason, Facebook keeps zapping out. Poor wireless connection. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Anyway, um, so what as you connect with your body, when you connect with your body, it helps to move all this stuff through. It helps you get connected with your own medicine inside. And eventually it does start to feel really good. It just feels crappy for a while. The same holds true with our current quarantine. It's uncomfortable right now. Hold tight, hang in there, because there's going to be more of this for the next 3 to 4 years of this expansion and contraction. There's a huge agenda that's trying to be pushed right now. And if we're able to weather the storm, it does get easier on the backside of this. We just got to get through this time right now. One of the best ways to do that, be present to ourselves, be present to our own thoughts, be present to what's happening inside. To be grounded, to be balanced will help us to make better decisions as we go through these next couple of years. So, one of the ways to do that, breathe deep. Breathe deep and be present. Don't get drunk or stoned and try to wash this away. You'll get lost. All right. So closing the eyes, and here we go. Start taking some breaths. We're gonna take 5 deep breaths. Breathing in for the first one. Feeling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, torso, base, thighs, knees, calves, all the way out to your toes, and hold it for 2, 3, and exhale from the toes, up the legs, up the base, up the torso, all the way up and out the lungs, and just get a nice squeeze at the bottom of that exhale. Nice job. Breathing in for the second breath. Filling your entire body all the way out to your tippy toes and hold for 2, 3, and exhale from the toes, up the legs, up the base, up the torso, all the way up and out the lungs, and squeeze at the bottom of that exhale. Nice job. Breathing in for the third breath. All the way out to the tippy toes and hold for 2, 3, and exhale from the toes, up the calves, up the knees, up the thighs, up the base, up the torso, all the way up and out the lungs. Get a nice squeeze at the bottom of that exhale. Good job. Breathing in the mouth for the fourth breath. Filling your body with breath. Feeling from the top all the way down. Keep breathing in. Keep that inhale going. Nice and slow. Bring it in all the way down through your legs, bringing it into your feet, all the way out to your toes, and hold it for 2, 3, and exhale from the toes, up the feet, up the calves, up the knees, up the thighs, up the base, up the torso, all the way up and out the lungs, and get a nice squeeze at the bottom of that exhale. And breathing in for the fifth and final breath, feeling the top, middle, bottom of the lungs, the torso, the base, the thighs, the knees, the calves, all the way out to your toes, and hold it for 2, 3, and exhale from the toes, up the calves, up the thighs, all the way up your base, all the way up and out the lungs, and squeeze it again to the very bottom of that exhale. Nice job. And breathing in for the very last breath. Breathing in the mouth, feeling the breath and the air and the oxygen as it fills your body from the top down. Keep breathing in, feeling that energy and the breath fill your body all the way out to your toes, and hold it there for 2, 3, and exhale from the toes, the feet, the calves, the knees, the thighs, the base, the torso, all the way up and out the lungs, and push every last drop of air out of your body as deeply as you possibly can, and relax. Take a moment to breathe normal. Take a moment to check in with yourself. Take a moment to check in with your thoughts. Take a moment to check in with your feelings. Take a moment to check in with where you're at. Where is your awareness? Are you present? Are you thinking about something that happened? Or are you thinking about something that you're going to do? No judgment either way. Just bringing awareness to where your awareness is. Turning on the inner observer. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is some somatic work, which is just connecting on a deeper level to three different areas of the body. And so there are three areas in our body that when they're balanced, we are in balance. And the first one is in the base. It's then what I refer to the base. It's basically between the hips and between the pubic bone and tailbone, like your perineum, your perineum. Like that is your base. Our perineum is like a lens, and it's like a focal point. It's like a flat lens or like a focal point. And if you imagine the earth as having light that shines up through that lens, if that lens is angled in any direction because of an imbalance in our base, it's almost like it's hard to be grounded in the earth. It's almost hard to connect with the earth if that lens is out of focus. And so by connecting to the belly, we help to clear the base a little bit. By connecting to our solar plexus, it helps to balance our bodies, helps to focus. It's our power point. It's where we identify with ourselves. And our hearts, of course, that's our place of connection. That's our place of emotional connection. It's our place of where we experience one another. It's where we go into a relationship with people. So these are very important areas that we're jumping into when we do this body breath mind technique. All right. So without further ado, let's do it. So one hand is over the other, shoulders are nice and relaxed, elbows hang to your side, eyes are closed, the breath is in the nose and out the mouth. And here we go. Breathing in the nose, breathing directly into the upper chest, stretching with the breath and stretching with the energy, and out the mouth. Squeezing it down, breathing in the nose for the second breath. Stretching with the energy and the movement and the breath, and out the mouth. And allowing your hands to compress all the way down. Good job. Breathing in the nose for the second breath. Stretching with the upper chest, stretching with the energy, movement, and breath. Good job. And out the mouth. Just becoming more present, more grounded, more aware, more steady. Breathing in the nose for, I think, the third breath. Stretching on the inhale and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress in. Good job. Breathing in the nose for the fourth breath. Stretching with the energy, movement, and breath, and expand and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress all the way back to your spine. Good job. And breathing in the nose for the fifth and final breath. Expand, expand, and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to sink all the way back to your spine. Good job. Bring your hands down to your solar plexus. Again, your shoulders are nice and relaxed, elbows hang gently to your side. Breath is in the nose and out the mouth, bringing awareness to the solar plexus. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, stretching with the energy, movement, and breath, and out the mouth. Just dropping inside, squeezing the hands all the way back, breathing in for the second breath. Stretching all through your solar plexus and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress in. Breathing in the nose for the third breath. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Good job. And out the mouth. Allowing your hands to sink all the way back to your spine. Good job. Breathing in the nose for the fourth breath. Stretching with your energy. Stretch your energy all the way through your hands and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress all the way back to your spine. Nice job. And breathing in the nose for the last breath. Stretching with the energy and the movement and breath. Good job. And out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress all the way back to your spine. And allow your hands to come back all the way down here to your navel. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows hanging gently to your side, breathing in the nose directly into your belly. Stretching the energy, stretching your belly out, making your belly nice and big. Good job breathing in and out the mouth. Sucking your belly all the way back and in. Breathing in your nose for the second breath. Stretching with your energy, stretching with your movement, stretching with your breath. Expanding that belly, opening up the connection there and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to sink all the way back deep into your spine. Breathing in the nose for the third breath. Breathing directly into your belly and out the mouth. Sinking it all the way back down. Breathing in the nose for the fourth breath. Stretching with the energy, stretching with the movement. Nice job. And out the mouth. Allowing your hands to sink all the way down, all the way in. Nice job. And breathing in for, I think, the fourth breath. I keep losing the count today. Breathing in the nose and out the mouth. Taking the fifth and final breath, breathing in the nose, stretching with the energy, movement, and breath, opening up the belly and out the mouth. Allowing your hands to compress all the way back to your spine. Nice job. And relax. Let your hands come to your thighs or to your knees or to your side. Keeping your eyes closed, just check in with yourself. Notice where your thoughts are at. Notice where your awareness is at. Notice what's the same. Notice what's different. Whatever it is you notice, the important thing is that you notice. Be aware. Now we're going to take that awareness, we're going to drop it into the earth. Bring your awareness deep, deep, deep into the center of the earth. As you're down there, as your awareness is in the earth, feel into the balance and the peace and the groundedness that's deep in the center of the earth. Feel into the crystals that are in the earth. Notice what they have to say to you. Feel into the minerals that are in the earth. Feel into the different rocks, the different sands, the different layers of the earth. Feel into the water, the underground oceans, the underground rivers that are in the earth. Feel the lava that is in the earth. Feel the alive presence of the earth. Feeling that grounded, balanced, peaceful energy that is in the center of the earth, that is so stabilizing, so balancing. It brings a level of stillness to your being. Allow this grounded, balanced, and stable energy to move up from the center of the earth to the place where you are either seated or laying down. Allow this grounded, balanced, peaceful energy to come all the way up and into either the bottoms of your feet or your toes. If it helps, you can imagine walking barefoot in the grass or in the sand. Bringing your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your feet. Bringing your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your ankles. Bringing your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your calves. Bringing your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your knees. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your thighs. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your hips. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your tailbone. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your pubic bone. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your lower back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your belly. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your middle back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your chest. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your upper back. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your shoulders. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your upper arms. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your elbows. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your forearms. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your wrists. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your hands. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your fingers. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your throat. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into the back of your neck. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your face. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your ears. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into the back of your head. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into the top of your head. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your forehead. Bring your awareness and that grounded earth energy into your eyes. Bring your awareness to the darkness behind your eyes. Bring your awareness to the darkness of your mind's eye. Bring your awareness to a point that's about an inch back from the center of your eyebrows, in the middle of your mind's eye, and begin to see light develop in that space. It's the space of your pituitary gland. And as you see, imagine, or feel that spark of light, see, feel, or imagine the color of that light. See, feel, or imagine the brightness of that light. And now we're going to grow this spark of light to be the size of a marble. We'll do this by taking 3 breaths in the nose and out the mouth. Each breath will grow this spark incrementally until it is the size of a marble. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, breathe directly into the space about an inch behind the center of your eyebrows. And out the mouth. Breathing in the nose and expanding that orb just a little bit bigger. Expanding the energy in the pituitary gland and out the mouth. Taking a third and final breath, breathing in the nose, breathing directly into the space about an inch behind the center of your eyebrows. And out the mouth. Nice job. So now we're going to duplicate this marble sized orb. We're going to send its twin straight back between the hemispheres of the brain. And as this marble sized orb slowly and gently moves back through our brain, it's bringing healing light and healing energy to both hemispheres of our brain, balancing the masculine and feminine sides of our brain until it moves all the way back to the space between our ears, the space of the pineal gland, the space of our intuition. We're going to take 3 breaths, breathing in the nose and out the mouth. We're going to expand this marble sized orb until it's the size of a golf ball. Every breath will make it a little bit larger. Here we go. Breathing in the nose, Expanding that orb and out the mouth. Again, breathing in the nose. And if you can't see or imagine the orb, feel it. Breathing directly in the space between the ears and out the mouth. Taking the third and final breath, breathing in the nose directly into the space between the ears and out the mouth. Nice job. So now we're going to duplicate this golf ball sized orb from between our ears. And we're going to send its twin straight down through our throats. And as it moves down, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our teeth, into our mouths, into our throats, into our cervical spines. As this orb moves down, it's healing our voice box, our vocal cords, our esophagus. And as it moves down even further, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our chest, into our shoulders, into our collarbones, into our clavicles. As it moves down, it's healing our upper respiratory systems, our lungs, until it gently resides in the space of our hearts, where it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our hearts. We're going to take 3 breaths, breathing in the nose and out the mouth. We're going to expand this orb that's in our hearts. Here we go. Breathing in the nose. Growing the orb a little bit bigger and out the mouth. Taking a second breath, breathing in the nose. Expanding that orb a little bit bigger and out the mouth. Taking a third and final breath, breathing in the nose and expanding the orb to be the size of a baseball. And out the mouth. Nice job. So now we're going to duplicate this baseball sized orb and allow its twin to move straight down through our bodies. As its twin moves down, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our solar plexus, into our gallbladders, into our stomachs. And as it moves down, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our livers, into our spleens. It's bringing chi and rejuvenating energy into our kidneys, into our large intestines, into our small intestines, into our appendixes, into our pancreases. And as it moves down, it's bringing healing light and healing energy into our bowels, into our bladders, into our colons. And as it moves all the way down, it gently resides in the space between our pubic bone and our tailbone. It's bringing healing light and healing energy into all of our reproductive organs. So we're going to take 3 more breaths, breathing in the nose and out the mouth, directly into our base. And every breath is going to grow this baseball sized orb incrementally until it is the size of a softball. Here we go. Breathing in the nose. Expand that orb and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose for the second breath. Expand that orb and out the mouth. Breathing in the nose for the third and final breath, expanding this baseball to be the size of a golf or a softball. Breathing in the nose and out the mouth. We can duplicate the softball sized orb and send its twin straight down into the earth, sending it down 20 feet deep into the earth, sending the softball sized orb down 20 yards deep into the earth, sending it down 20 miles deep into the earth, sending the orb down 200 miles deep into the earth, sending the orb down 2,000 miles deep into the earth, sending the orb down all the way to the very center of the earth. And as this orb that once was in our bodies is now in the center of the earth, we're connected and grounded deeply into the earth. Allow this orb to send energy and information and healing light and healing energy into the orbs that we have in our base, in our hearts, in the space between our ears, and the space behind our foreheads, informing and energizing these orbs, expanding them out, and allowing them to grow through our entire beings, through our entire bodies. And as they grow and as they expand, they're bringing healing light and healing energy to all of our tissues and into all of our organs. It's bringing healing light into the bone marrow and our bones, healing our bones, recalcifying our bones, bringing healing light and healing energy into all of our joints, bringing back their original function, healing and removing any arthritis that exists in any possible joint, removing the swelling and inflammation from our bodies, bringing healing light and healing energy into our ligaments, into our tendons, into our cartilage, into all the connective tissues of our bodies, into our myelin sheath, allowing these orbs to bring healing light and healing energy into our immune defense systems, building within us the antibodies to the coronavirus and any other virus or bacteria that could ever do our bodies harm, eradicating any and all cancerous cells from our bodies, healing our bodies, bringing everything into a higher level of frequency, consciousness, and understanding, allowing these orbs to expand out, bringing healing light and healing energy into our nervous systems, bringing a sense of peace, groundedness, and balance into all of our neural pathways, realigning our spines, reopening all of the nerve endings and connections, awakening within us our innate intelligence and the divine blueprint we were all born with, awakening our DNA into a higher vibratory function and creating a higher level of frequency, a higher spin, awakening the quantum layers of our DNA and an awakening the new version of us, aligning us with our divine blueprint. Take a moment to see that. And when you're ready, you can begin wiggling your fingers, begin wiggling your toes, begin wiggling your nose. Move your body side to side, front and back, bringing your awareness back into the present moment. And when you're totally ready, you can open your eyes, bring your awareness back into the space around you. Nice job, folks. Thanks for jumping in here. Hey, good morning, Jen Lynn. How are you doing? Good to see you. Townsend, Mel, how you doing? Good to see you, folks. Right on. What is today? It's Tuesday. I will be back on Thursday morning to do this all over again. So please join me. And always, thank you. Sincerely, thank you for your healing journey and the healing work that you're doing. What we heal inside of ourselves, we heal inside everybody else. The more connected we are with ourselves, the more connected we're going to be with everybody else. Live and breathe in that space and know that you're not alone. Till Thursday, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and take care.